have the hell of working fast food. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I have some experience with this. I don't even know which is quite worse, retail or fast food. It's really tit for tat. They were like this. I'm gonna be honest. Retail is not much better than fast food. I will tell you, being unemployed or having a job, even if it's fast food, having a job, way better. Gonna be quite honest with you. I'd rather be miserable with money than miserable with no money. I'm no longer miserable though, and that's something else to talk about. But let's get by the video. Talk to me.
Fast food. Working in fast food was something else, man. You think working at a place where all you do is take orders and flip burgers would be boring, but some of the most interesting things happen around here. There's something about being behind the counter that just shows you how crazy people really are. Everybody enjoys their fair share of fast food, you know? The little children, the single moms, even the billionaires enjoy it from time to time. So with all the worlds colliding, you'll come across some very strange interactions. I put in close to 5 years working at a fast food joint, and even though I had some great times there were some bad times. A lot of bad times. And since it's hitting my first year since I ended up quitting, I thought why not expose the deepest, darkest secrets about this place. Cause we be spitting in the food, shitting in the food, nutting on the food. Nah, I'm just kidding. When I first
What the fuck?
started my career in high school, I actually came in very excited and happy because I really needed a job. Back when I was 16 years old, I wanted to experience the cool lifestyle that the other teenagers had. People in my school were rocking the new sneakers, they were going to malls, spending money on Auntie Anne's and Wetzel's pretzels.
You wanted a job because of that peer pressure. And I'm not gonna say I was immune to it either. I just gave less of a fuck than everybody else. Sure, it worked on me in some aspects, like why I have an iPhone now, even though an Android is just better. All my shit is on the iPhone, so I'm just gonna stick with the iPhone, even though the Android is just better, just as expensive. But anywho, yeah, that peer pressure is a motherfucker, man. You see all these niggas walking around while you're in high school and they're wearing all this designer shit. To your insufficient, unknowing, don't know shit about shit brain, come closer when I tell you this. In high school, you don't know shit about shit. You think you do, you don't. When you grow up, you don't know shit about shit either. You think you do, you don't, even when you're grown. You only know what works for you, and that's the bottom line for everyone. But that's a deeper conversation. Back to peer pressure. Peer pressure is a motherfucker, man. It really is, because if you don't smoke or drink, you're considered lame. As someone who doesn't smoke or drink, I've had this many a time. Talked about this in the last video. You tell someone you don't smoke or drink, they look at you like you punched their fucking dog in the face. They're like, hey, how do you even have fun? Well, I prefer the raw dog reality. I don't need any protection from drugs or hyperstimulants other than my glorious caffeine. Okay? I love my caffeine, but anything else, I don't care for it. I only drink wine on occasion here and there, but when it comes to the day-to-day alcohol or weed consumption, count me out. If we are going to go somewhere and we're just going to smoke or drink, I'm not going, because I don't do that, number one. And number two, if I did, that sounds pretty fucking boring anyway. Peer pressure is a motherfucker, though. They see you wear some, like, let's say you have some Shaqs and they're wearing Jordans and Nikes are the popular thing. You're wearing the N1 and the Shaqs. My brother, you're fried. They're going to fry you every single chance they get. Teacher could be saying some shit that has nothing to do with what you have on, and they will make a pun at your expense. That's just how crazy this shit get in high school and peer pressure, man. They will fucking fry you, especially if you have, let's face it, the black people are very good at frying you. They're really good at cooking your shit. Very insanely good at cooking your shit. Not just black people. Anybody who grew up in the hood, impoverished, they have fun cooking you. They will cook you no matter what creed, nationality, origin, financial space you're in. You can get cooked by them. They will cook you, bro. So peer pressure, stay away from it. You're not gonna be able to, but yeah, you're doomed.
And I couldn't do that because I had no money. My broke ass was wearing the off-brand shoes that my mom bought from Chinatown. Instead of wearing Jordans, I'd be wearing the Jordongs because my shit got an extra bulge in it. And instead of wearing New Balance, I was wearing No Balance because my shit got no support. I even ate at home almost all the time since I couldn't afford any other food than the $1 fries that the McDonald's app used to have. Those are a few examples that showed how broke I was as a teenager. So even though I was barely getting minimum wage, it was my first sign of getting motion. And it's a lot better than doing nothing and getting paid $0. So the first day I clocked in imagine, it was a lot of easy work. I was getting introduced to the other workers, getting trained, took some orders, and I clocked out of the shift knowing that I made $60 with extra tips. And I felt rich as hell. That money meant a lot to me. I'm already thinking of the clothes I can buy, a PC that can replace my shitty laptop, and seeing my bank account grow was satisfying. I became a wage demon, because even though I was only scheduled 3 days a week, I would always be ready to take someone's shift if they were willing to let me get it. I always thought of it like, why would I sit at home, do nothing, and get paid nothing, when I could put the fries in the bag and get paid $15? Money is money, so I worked really hard. But even though I was a hard worker, I was also a dumb worker. There was one time we got a DoorDash order from a customer named like Dortha Chic or something.
I don't work hard. I just kind of go with the motions. I've been told that I work hard and I'm a hard worker and that I put in good work. I just be chilling. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I be chilling and I'm just competent. You don't need to work hard. You just need to be competent. And you would be perceived as working harder than the people around you, because people who work these places, let's face it, most of the time they are pretty incompetent. Most of the people. Holy shit. And I can only speak from my experience, but from my experience, I would say that is correct. Like, the people I work with, let's just say they don't know that the circle goes in the circle hole.
Something like that. And in my head, I was reading it and thinking, haha, that name kind of sounds like Shrek. So I decided to scribble their name out of the receipt and rewrite their last name to be Shrek. I thought nothing of it. The DoorDasher came by and picked up the order. And about 30 minutes later, when I was cleaning the toilets, the phone rings and my boss answers. Turns out, Dortha was not happy about the little scribble I wrote. Long story short, I got yelled at, written up, and Dortha got a free meal. And looking back, that was dumb of me, that was immature, I shouldn't have done that, that was not professional. But Dortha's a fucking snitch! Another moment of my hard worker times was when I came into work all sad and crying. My high school sweetheart just transferred to ASU for college, and during the first week, I found out that she was put in a reverse Boston Crab with like 4 frat dudes. And that done ripped my heart out, but I still decided to show up for work. My boss obviously saw that I wasn't okay, so she let me take a few minutes in the break room, then gave me some tough love speech about how I gotta keep personal things out of the workspace, pretty much to suck it up and lock in. And looking back again, I don't know why I didn't take that day off. It was kind of a trend of me prioritizing the job over other things in my life, which I now realize I could have done a lot more things outside of taking orders. The honeymoon phase wears off and you catch on the strangeness of the fast food world. I mean, it's already a strange place to work when you come in and your coworker could be a dumbass high schooler like me, or a dad with 2 baby mamas. The conversations you have get very interesting.
So how's it going, man?
I'm okay, just studying for finals right now, so it's kind of stressful.
Oh yeah, speaking about stress, I just found out I got a 3rd baby that I didn't even know about. Ain't that crazy?
And I'm over here thinking like, yo, we both work at this McDonald's type of job, man. I'm cool with my wage because I don't got expenses like that, but how are you living off your McDonald's wage while supporting 3 children? I don't know how they do it, but they do. Like, some of the workers at my place are there from morning to closing every single day. They practically live there. When I get scheduled for random days throughout the week, I would still see them. It's a very tough life they got, but respect to them for doing the full morning to night shift. Now, for those who also worked in fast food, let me know if you guys agree with this, but the morning shift is always superior to the night shift. The night shift is...
I agree. I hate getting up in the morning, though. I fucking hate it. So I prefer to work the night shift, but right now I'm working the night shift. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try to switch. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I'm thinking about switching to the opening morning shift because, holy shit, it's not even that. It's not even a time frame of like the night shift and whatnot. It's because the morning shift where I work, they literally don't have to deal with customers until the last 2 hours of their shift. But here's the caveat. The last 2 hours of the shift where they do have to deal with customers, they have to deal with a lot of customers. But it's all at once. So it's more fun that way. I think it's more fun. Call me crazy. I think it's fun when a big burst of people show up all at once and then it's like dead for the next 2 hours. I love that more rather than line of person, 30 minutes past another line of people, 30 minutes past another line of people, 30 minutes past another line of people. I do not like that. So I'm thinking about trying out the opening in morning, but I don't know because I really do despise waking up in the morning. But hey, maybe that's just something I gotta alchemize and switch in my little noodle here, and then I'll be pretty okay. I'll be fine, and I'll probably get better sleep too.
In the middle of the day, you can't really schedule things to do in the morning. You got more customers to deal with because people go out for dinner and late night meals. And after you're already closed, you got even more cleaning to do to prepare for the next morning. If you work the morning shift, everything is ready to go. Stuff is in stock, tables are clean. All you really got to do is unlock the door, turn on the store lights, and you're good to go. And after your shift is done, the sun is still out and you can spend the rest of your day doing something else. The only problem about mornings is that it's less busy, so it's more slow, and the shift indirectly feels longer, but overall, it's significantly less work and less customers to deal with. But speaking about customers, let's talk about them.
The other thing about the morning shift is when you're going to bed that night, you know you have to be up in the morning. That's the thing. When you're going to bed and you work the morning shift, bro, you know that you gotta get up and fucking go in the morning, and that's what I don't like. Because when it's the night shift, when I wake up, you get chill for most of the day, and then go in, come home, pass out, do that all over again. But when the morning, they don't have to clean much, they don't have to prep much most of the time, unless they do. And then yeah, so I'm gonna try out the morning shift and see how it is, because I've heard some of my coworkers have told me that it's better. Oh yeah, I am also employed, by the way. Yeah, I know, shocker, right?
Because a fast food spot wouldn't be fast food without...
Your boy working a job, he has 3 channels and he's posting on this one regularly. So if you are a I'm Spaidz watcher as well, which is my other channel, my 300 subscriber channel, where I do commentary videos like the one we're reacting to right now, it's on the channel page, shameless plug. I haven't posted on there in a while because I'm trying to prioritize this one, get this one rolling with the engagement and the subscribers and whatnot. And I thank everyone for the engagement and subscribers. We're at 70 now. Pat yourselves on the back. My mostly female audience. And then I have Not Spaidz, my gaming channel. I kind of just post on there whenever I want.
Them. First of all, shout out to the customers who are nice and friendly. I appreciate you and your kindness.
They're so awesome.
But for the rest of y'all, it feels like some of y'all's brains fell out of your head.
Like, let me tell y'all a wholesome story. Wrong one. Let me tell y'all a wholesome story. And this is a Yap Heady video, so if you like it, thanks. If not, okay. But anyway, there was a customer that came in, and he was nice as shit. He was a veteran too, old white man veteran. And I was making his sandwich. I was talking to him about the weather and whatnot, because I live in Michigan, so it was sunny and it was 30 degrees. I don't know how we do it. It was sunny, but I could see my breath outside. No snow or anything. You would think it's hot outside. You go outside, I could see my breath. I don't know, but I like the cold better than the heat, so I was talking to him about how I like the cold better than the heat. He was like, yeah, I can't really stand the cold, but it's okay today, whatever. I ring him up and we're talking, and bro, after I ring him up, I ask him, are you a Loyalties member? He goes, no. And then he's like, and I was like, Roger that. He said, are you in the Air Force, son? I said, no. I just like saying Roger that. He was like, oh, okay. I said, are you a veteran? He said, yeah. I said, oh, let me put your discount. I was like, oh, I didn't know we got discounts for veterans here. And I said, yeah, we do. Put that in. Got him. I said, thank you for your service. He said, no problem. It's people like you that make it worth it. Kids like you make it worth it. And I was like, man, that was awesome. That was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. That was awesome, man. I gave the old man a dub. Clap it up for the old man. He was very, very, very pleasant customer. But the ones who are dickheads make me seethe with rage. If that was the past me, it would make me seethe with rage and it would ruin my whole day. But present me, it just makes that moment very unbearable. And then I have to wipe it from my memory.
People can be regular functioning human beings, doing their taxes, driving, graduating from Yale, but the moment they stand in front of a cash register to place an order, they just start losing brain cells. I came into this customer fast food
Let me get
optimistic
let me get
I'm ready to help people, to realizing some people can't be helped. Sometimes a conversation would go like this. Excuse me, what's on the chicken plate? It's grilled chicken thighs served with rice. Oh, okay. But what's on the beef plate? It's beef served with rice. Oh, okay. So what's on the chicken and beef plate? Like, bro, I'm smiling on the outside but dying on the inside. This has to be rage bait. There's something you can do called reading, man.
The thing is, I don't get mad at customers. I just have to stop myself from laughing at them. Is that fucked up? I have to stop myself from trying not to laugh at their dumbass questions.
And I don't know if I'm nitpicking at this point, but sometimes when there's a super long line and you're in the back waiting to order, I assume that you already know and decided on what you're gonna get. But when it's finally their turn, the customer gets confused on what we even sell. Like, our menu is super simplistic. At the end of the day, we serve meat with rice. That's kind of it. There's not a lot to choose from. This part doesn't bother me as
Yeah, like
much.
these niggas could be at the back of the line hearing me say the same shit to the same customers. I know they heard me because they're staring at me while I'm talking to the other customer. And then when it comes time for them, let me get a how big is a large again? How big is a regular again? He literally just watched me grab the thing and say, this is a large and this is a regular. And I have to do that again for him.
But it's when I help them out with their order, and when they get their food, they're confused on what they ordered. Excuse me, yeah? Why is there salad in my order? You ordered the chicken salad, sir. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna have salad. Could I change my order? These customers are really testing.
Yep, they order a sandwich with lettuce on it, and it lists out what comes on the sandwich in the menu. They say, does it come with lettuce? And I was like, yeah, it's on the menu. It says it does. And they're like, oh, okay, I don't want the lettuce. They get their sandwich. Where's the lettuce? It says it comes with lettuce and I don't have lettuce. You said you didn't want lettuce. Oh, well, can you put lettuce on that? Literal, real thing that happened. Real thing. I was like,
testing my patience. I remember this one time there was actually a deal at my store where there was a $5 off $20 for online orders only, and some guy calls our store since they have trouble using the discount code. So I call our big boss, tell him about the situation, and he's like, okay, put in his order in our own system and throw in the $5 discount. So I get back to the customer. I tell him, yo, if the online code isn't working, just tell me what you want to order. We'll put it in our in-person system and throw in the $5 discount. So he tells me his order, I put in the discount, the problem is solved. Then 5 minutes later, the guy calls back. Actually, I'm gonna pick it up at another location. Can you tell the other store I'm picking it up there? Okay, so this guy made me do twice the amount of work. Our stores do not have telekinesis. First of all, now I gotta cancel his order in our own location. Then next, I gotta call the other store, tell him about the whole online discount doesn't work situation. Then tell the other store what he wants to order with the specific adjustments to give him a $5 discount. And even though it was annoying, what can I say? I'm a helpful ass dude. I contacted the other store, told them the situation, problem solved. I ended my shift happy that I helped someone out. But then he calls back again, and my coworker answers. And the guy starts yelling at my coworker. There was probably some miscommunication going back and forth with my boss, the customer, the other store, but I gave up. I did the best I could do, and some customers just can't be helped. Mind you, there was no thank you that came out of his mouth during the whole time I was helping him out. I don't blame the customer for why the $5 discount wasn't working online, but why do you gotta make it so hard for us workers, man? He could have just went to our store and the problem would have been solved, because I would have been there to help him out. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how it is with the customers nowadays, but I feel like it's gotten worse since I left. I see the recent trends going on with messing with the fast food workers, saying ninja after every sentence.
Hey, thanks for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Can I get an iced chai latte, nigga?
An iced chai? Anything else for you?
Yeah, nigga.
I'm sorry, you can't talk to our baristas that way.
They put too much cheese.
yeah, nigga.
I ordered extra cheese, but this is just a little too much. I don't do good with dairy. This is just like way too much. Can I get a new burger or not?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wish someone did that while I was still working there, because that would make my day. Near the end of my fast food career, I eventually only worked 1 day a week during the weekends, and now I switched to working on YouTube videos on the weekend, so I have to thank you guys for making that possible. But anyway, if you guys want to hear more
Y'all should like make that possible for me too type shit. Just saying, that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna make it possible anyway. Yeah. If you guys are employed and you happen to work fast food, let me know what you think about this video and if what we've said is accurate. And if it's like something that you could resonate with. Also, I'd love to hear your horror stories in the comments below. Let's start a little dialect down there. With all that being said, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a better day than me.